What is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez. I'm back with another MLB player prop video for you. Today is Friday, June 16th, 2023. As always, I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good spirits. You can see the plan of action right there, what we got going on today. So we'll kick things off by recapping our previous two videos, both MLB and NBA. Though NBA season is over, we'll go over those plays that we talked about for game 5, and then we'll go into our partnership with Thrive Fantasy, making sure you are all up to speed on that, and then we'll dive into the Prizepicks board because I got 3 player props that I like that I want to share with you today. So if all that sounds good, I encourage you to stick around, drop a like, sub up, and click that notification icon to get notified of all upcoming content and videos from me and my channel. And without further delay, let's jump into those recaps from the previous days. All right, super important to recap these plays regardless of how they do, because I always want to be transparent with everybody and in just letting you all know how these plays work out. So let's start with our Sunday MLB player props. Now, it's been a minute since I've done an MLB player prop video. I have been providing picks to my members and Discord, however, just not doing it over YouTube videos. So the last video we did was on Sunday and we went 0 for 3. So Jose Abreu goes under his hits, runs, and RBIs. Actually, you really couldn't have done worse than these 3 props. So Abreu goes under his hits, runs, and RBIs. Took the over Bryce Elder strikeouts. Not only did he go under, he got rocked in that game, and the Nationals really put it on him. And then we also took the over Andrew McCutchen hitter fantasy score, and don't know what it is about this dude, but every time I seem to pick him, he's in great spots and he just doesn't deliver. So maybe I should pick him in a spot where he's got bad history versus a pitcher. So those are our MLB props from Sunday. Let's talk about our NBA props from Game 5. I mean, obviously you already know the results of the game and where we are with the NBA season. So yeah, let's talk about these props real quick. So we took the under on a lot of props in this game, and my theory here was just the fact that the Heat just look really tired and exhausted, and I just made that point and I drove it home. And so the props that we talked about in that video were the under on Nikola Jokic fantasy, the under on Nikola Jokic field goal attempts, the under on Bam Adebayo fantasy, the under on Jimmy Butler field goal attempts, the under on Jimmy Butler's free throws made, the over on Jamal Murray's assists, and then the over on KCP's blocks and steals. And so literally all those props hit except for Jimmy Butler's free throws made. He goes over that, finishes the game with 9 free throws made on a very questionable 3-point attempt where he literally kicked Aaron Gordon in the nuts and got the foul call on Aaron Gordon. So he made those 3 free throws. Had he not, been to the line those 3 times, he would have finished with exactly 6 free throw attempts. So listen, I'll take it. Oh, also Jamal Murray, he pushed his assist prop. So he didn't go over, but it wasn't an under. So on the day, one of our props didn't hit. The other one pushed. The other ones did actually hit. So pretty successful day in the NBA. Last game of the season, nice to go out with some positive props there. So we move on. We move on to a new day, and we got new props to talk about. But before we jump into those, let's quickly go over our partnership with Thrive Fantasy. All right, Thrive Fantasy partnership. Here's what you need to know. 100% deposit match up to $250 just for using promo code Chavez. Make sure your first deposit is $25 or more when you are making that deposit over on Thrive Fantasy. Enjoy a very friendly payout structure. More money for you when your slips hit. Speaking of your slips hitting, Thrive is doing it the right way, making sure you are set up for success, offering you, a new user, just for using promo code Chavez, a free square. So today's free square is Shane McClanahan, 0.5 strikeouts. Do what I did. Pair that free square up with one other prop and damn near guarantee a 3.2x your entry amount over on Thrive. Or you can go for the big payday. You can go for the big payout and pair that free square up or team that free square up with 4 other props that you like. Go for that 5 for 5, 20.2x your entry amount. But regardless of how you do it, make sure you do it using promo code Chavez to enjoy all the good things, all the perks, only over on Thrive Fantasy. All right, here we are over on the Prizepicks dashboard. Here are the 3 plays that we're talking about in today's video. Like I always say, if you got what you want, then I wish you the best of luck. However, if you want to stick around and listen to why I like these props and what I like about them, then I encourage you to strap up, buckle up, because here we go. We got 2 pitcher strikeout props and we got 1 hitter fantasy score prop. Let's start with our first pitcher strikeout prop, Mr. Cole Irvin, currently propped at 4.0 pitcher strikeouts. I like the over, I like the more on this one. Let's head on over to props.cash and look at this together. All right, Prizepicks needs to do a better job of updating those damn profile pictures, because he's still in his Oakland A's uni. And I went to the Oakland A's and I went to the Oakland A's and Phillies game and I didn't see him. I thought they made a mistake. And he plays for the Baltimore Orioles now. So let's update those photos, please. Let's talk about his strikeout prop. That's what we're here to talk about. So his strikeout prop sits at 4. Man, this is a very good line. Looking at his last 5 games, you can see that he's gone over this in 2 games. He's pushed in 2 games. I don't know what happened in this Toronto game. I don't know if he got hurt. I don't even know how many pitches he threw here. It doesn't really give us a whole lot of information. He was in there for one batter. I have no idea what happened. If you do know what happened, drop a comment below, because it's kind of throwing off the numbers here. But we need him to get us 4+ strikeouts. Great push potential here. I think he can get 5 versus this Cubs team, who is striking out at the 6th highest rate versus lefties this season at 26%. And when I look at Cole Irvin and his away numbers versus his home numbers, now pitching in Camden Field is kind of a tough task because of the hitter-friendly nature of the ballpark. Even with the renovations, it still remains a pretty hitter-friendly ballpark, but still able to go over this prop in 2 out of those 3 starts. Now, when he's on the road, he only has 1 game to speak of, and he pushed in that game, and that game came against the Boston Red Sox at Fenway. So Fenway, another hitter-friendly park. So doing it right in these hitter-friendly parks. Yeah, I just really like what we got going on for Cole Irvin today. The numbers support it. Let's do it. Taking the over. Cole Irvin, 4.0 pitcher strikeouts. All right, second prop on the board. We're going to the other pitcher strikeout prop, Zach Gallen, 5.0 pitcher strikeouts versus the Cleveland Guardians. I like the over on this one. Let's take a look at this together over on props.cash. All right, I like both of these pitchers in today's matchup, McKenzie and Gallen. I really do. And I like some of these batters on the Arizona side. It's very possible for these batters for the Arizona Diamondbacks to have a good game and McKenzie to hit a strikeout prop. That's not unheard of. So if you are looking at, looking at those props, don't feel like you have to make one choice. Like, make a few different slips with McKenzie in one and a few of these Diamondback batters in there. So let's talk about Zach Gallen strikeout prop sitting at 5. Now this got bumped up to 5 from 4.5. I don't believe it opened at 4.5. Minus 164 odds that's incredibly favorable. So let's take a look at what he's done overall in his last 10 starts. Not away. Let's just look overall. So overall in his last 10 starts, Gallen has been rocking it, man. He's gone over 5 strikeouts in 7, pushed in 1, and then under in 2. And then when we look at his numbers at home, even better. I mean, he's gone over 5 strikeouts in every single home start. ER, earned runs, he hasn't allowed more than 2 earned runs in any of his home starts. He's a different pitcher at home. Now, I understand that Cleveland doesn't strike out a lot, but they've been striking out a little bit more often over the last few games. Just look at what they've done versus the last 2 right-handed pitchers. Now, we can look at this and say guys like Walker, Musgrove, Bielik for the Astros, JP France for the Astros. These aren't exactly like these 2 guys for the Astros. They're not exactly household names. They're actually pretty decent pitchers. But a guy like Musgrove goes over his prop. Michael Wacha goes over his prop. I mean, all these except for Bielik are 5 or over, and that's what we need Zach Gallen at today. It's possible, he gets some early run support, and he's pitching with the lead in this game. But I just really like him at home. I like his numbers at home. They're very strong. They support this prop. Let's just take the over. Let's take the more. 5.0 pitcher strikeouts for Zach Gallen as prop number 2. All right, and for our third and final prop on the board, let's talk about Freddie Freeman's hitter fantasy score sitting at 9. I like the over on this one. Let's head over to props.cash and we'll break it down together. All right, let's take a look at Freddie Freeman's numbers over on props.cash. We'll get to Brebbia, or his matchup versus Brebbia, in a minute here, but I just want to show you his last 5 games, both home and away. So going over his hits, runs, and RBIs in 3 of those 5 games. In those 5 games, he has 1 home run. He has exactly 3 RBIs, and he has 1 stolen base. So he's getting it done, in a few different ways. Now, his matchup today versus John Brebbia, I believe that's how you say his name, it's a good one. So this is what kind of drew my eyes to this prop. So 8 plate appearances. He has a 667 batting average. So he's 6 for 8 versus Brebbia this season. Not this season, but since 2017. 2 singles, 1 double, 1 home run, and 1 RBI versus this guy. Freeman on the year versus right-handed pitching. Majority of his power is coming from the other side coming versus left-handed pitching, but still has 4 home runs, 16 doubles, so giving you a total of 21 extra base hits. Now, Brebbia this season versus lefties, he's kind of suppressing the production. He's not really giving up a ton of power to either side of the plate, but just his numbers versus Freddie Freeman, for me, that was enough for me to go with this prop. So let's do it. Let's make it 3 overs in today's video. We got the over Freddie Freeman 9.0 hitter fantasy score. We got the over Cole Irvin 4.0 pitcher strikeouts. And then we got the over 5.0 pitcher strikeouts for Zach Gallen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's video. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you like on the board, as well as your thoughts on these props. As always, thank you so much for your support and helping this channel get a bit bigger every single day, as we have obviously crossed over the 5,000 sub mark, and got my eyes on that 10,000 sub mark, and I think we can get it done with your support and your help. Best of luck to you all today. Should you tail any of these plays, do drop a comment below letting me know. And until my next MLB player prop video, Chavez is